What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be jumping into Stage 5 of the Shadow Dragon event here versus Nova. So we actually were finally able to get the pass with this Transformation Boost team. Kind of a really random, little bit outdated team to be running at the moment, but I don't have a ton of options over here on my JP account. So we're working with what we had. Originally, I had tried to use a few teams that were really good at lowering attack. A lot of the allies could lower attack because this Nova's attack can actually be lowered, and it's kind of important that you do that because he does hit very, very hard, right? So I was doing that at first, but it just doesn't seem like you're able to lower his attack by enough for it to really make a difference. You need the attack lowering combined with like really top tier characters that are good at tanking, right? It's not like one or the other. So that's kind of what we've ended up with here. Because I also tried to take this on with like a dodging build, but that's just way too much RNG for how much like damage reduction this guy has. It just takes absolutely so long to get through the stage. I figured out that it's very important to have type advantage characters. Characters that have type advantage will do an extra amount more for you, for sure. At least on the offense side of things. They're able to kind of chip away through the enemy's HP. You can see here, we're still, even on normal attacks, almost taking 200,000, which is very, very bad. So yeah, basically this was the way that I could use mostly STR characters, while still having a few characters on the team that lower attack. Because if I went for the super STR route, we would have ended up with like, with like a Gamma 1 maybe type, leader skill going on or something. But yeah, I don't know. We probably would have been forced to use like some worse characters that wouldn't have been as well off for us. Okay, so far we're not looking that great on this run. We've already had to use one of our Whis, and we've only done 1 bar of health to this guy. 1 bar of damage, that is. Granted, we don't really have our rotation set up yet, because we want both of these coolers here to be on opposite sides, and then the LR Final Form cooler matched up with one of them. So yeah, that was kind of unfortunate the way that our rotation started out. But yeah, we're going to need all the help we can get, especially because we're only on a 170% leader skill right now. That's really the biggest thing, is ideally you wouldn't be taking this event on at all without a 200% lead. But nonetheless, that is what we're doing. We could have always used the 200% lead of the Final Form cooler card. The problem is that the Boo cards that we wanted to bring are not on his leader skill. So, but yeah, we have Janembu here as well. He's the only unit on the team that doesn't have type advantage, but he is just here to dodge. That's really it. So as long as he's dodging, he is doing his job for sure. Okay, so we should be safe here because we still have a Whis active for the moment. The reason I felt comfortable popping one of our 2 Whis this early on, one, because we absolutely would have needed it, right? Like, you saw how much damage we were still taking there even though we had the Whis up. So if we didn't have it up, we would have definitely died on the last turn. But yeah, the reason I feel comfortable is because this team kind of ramps up. We've got, mainly the cooler cards, but then also Janembu is raising defense, and the Kid Buu is raising up some stats for the first few turns as well. And then obviously at turn 5, we're going to get a transformation from this Super Buu, who just got his Easy A. I've got him all Easy A'd up here. So he's actually going to be able to put in a little bit of work for us past turn 5. So yeah, basically every unit on the team is weaker in the earlier stages of the fight. So we kind of need the damage reduction and the protection from the Whis more early on in the fight than later. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping, is by the time we get a few attack lowers off, because all the cooler cards have attack lowering in their super attack effects. So once we get this guy's attack lowered a few times, and then we get all of our defenses properly built, then I'm thinking we should be safe for the later half of the fight, and we may not need to depend on the items as much. This guy really is such a force to be reckoned with. It's crazy to me that he has as insane of damage reduction as he does. So basically, if you're not attacking him with a type advantage unit, you're pretty much not going to do anything, right? Unless you're getting like critical hits or something. But then on top of that, he can also super you. Again, if you don't have like insane amounts of defensive abilities against him and type advantage, then he can pretty much super you for your entire bar of HP. And then on top of that, he can also dodge your attacks. Like, that's just rude. I think the only thing that could make this fight worse is if he had the ability to like character lock you or stun or seal your characters. Like, that could be really bad, right? So it's lucky that he doesn't have any of those abilities. Okay, I actually missed there. Did we pop our next Whis? I assume we did, because we took double digits there. Okay, we can finally get an attack to connect here. Which is important, because those attack lowers, right? We really, really want those attack lowers with Cooler here. Okay, yeah, we definitely popped our Whis, right? So we have no items left at this point. Yay, fun. And we have definitely not even done like half of this guy's HP. I originally ran this actually a few days ago now from the time that I'm voicing this over, so I don't fully remember the details of what happens here. So we're kind of experiencing this together. This is more of a react video at this point, right? I'm like, oh my god, what? We did that? Okay, so we do Final Form Cooler's active skill. That's really good. We get a free bar of health there down, as well as the attack break. So one of those two attacks that he's doing at the beginning, he will no longer be doing, and that is going to be super, super nice for us. And it's turn 5 here. We finally have a rotation set up properly with the two coolers together, which does a lot for them. If this was a live video, I would show you their links right now, but they link up very well. I believe they share like 5 links, I want to say. So yeah, they help you out. They help each other out quite a bit. As you can see there, we're up to an 11 million attack stat with this guy. So there we go. He's definitely putting in the work for us. And now all of a sudden, he's almost dead. All it really takes here is this one good turn of Cooler attacks, and then it's pretty much GG. So yeah, I was really happy to see this strategy working. I'm pretty sure this is actually the first time that I use this team. I was trying a bunch of other builds, multiple attempts on all of them, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that this was my very first attempt with this team build. I was hesitant to use it just because of the 170 leader skill thing, but because all these units ramp up, that really does help, right? Helps them feel a little better. You can definitely feel the 170 at the beginning of turn 1, you know. But by this point in the fight, we've got, with this transformation, that completes it. We've got every unit like where we want them, right? We even have the opportunity to transform with Cooler now if we wanted to. I believe we don't, though, because he does have his support type passives going off when when he's in his untransformed state, and I think I opt to leave that so that we can have more defense for the rest of the guys on the rotation. So yeah, I believe we do end up getting the KO here on this turn, which isn't too surprising, especially since we got the Super Boo transformed now. It is unfortunate that we transformed into Boo Tanks. He is the worst of the 3, but that's just where our HP put us at, so not really much we could do about that. But yeah, I am curious to see what... Oh, wow, 8 million. That was pretty good, yeah. This probably kills, I think. Oh, very close, very close. Oh, I remember what happens here. Okay, so Janembu gets an attack, but because he doesn't crit, he doesn't kill him, and then he gets the additional and actually is able to finish him off. But I just thought that was so funny. I was like raging for a second at the moment because I thought we were maybe about to die if Janembu got hit. Can you imagine me getting KO'd after that little sliver of HP? You definitely would have seen this run on video, regardless if that happened or not. So yeah, there we go. We were able to get the win. Let me know what teams you guys were able to beat this event with. These are starting to get very, very difficult. I haven't yet attempted stage 6. There's another advantageous category that you have to use for stage 6. So we will see about that one. I'm gonna attempt it after I finish recording this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that run there on stage 5 of this new Shadow Dragon event. That is gonna do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.